Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. Let's go to Reuters. They say top-selling German newspaper says new online hate speech law must be scrapped. This is good to see that now mainstream media outlets over in Germany. See, Europe is kind of like, when it comes to surveillance and especially like the hate speech laws and everything, they're always one or two steps ahead of us. So if you go over to Europe, you can kind of get a good gauge and see where we're headed eventually, because they always follow, globalism is as it is. And once one does something, the other has to. And I understand that you've got President Trump in office and everything else. But I got to tell you, he's been kind of wishy-washy on a lot of things. This being one of them, this whole fake news thing. You never know where the guy stands on it. Yeah, the whole mainstream media thing is fake. I get it and all that. But when you start criminalizing hate speech, you really do open up a Pandora's box of problems. And this newspaper figured that out as well. It says a new law meant to curtail hate speech on social media in Germany is stifling free speech and making martyrs out of the anti-immigration politicians whose posts are deleted. The top-selling Bild newspaper said on Thursday, the law, which took effect January 1st, can impose fines of up to 50 million euros on sites that fail to remove hate speech promptly. Twitter's deleted anti-Muslim and anti-migrant posts by the far Alternative for Germany and blocked a satirical account that parodied Islamophobia. As Bild's headline on Wednesday read, "Please spare us the thought police," above an article that called for a law that called the law a sin against freedom of opinion enshrined in Germany's constitution. The law requires social media sites to delete or block obviously criminal content within 24 hours, but Bild's editor-in-chief, Julian Reichelt, said it could be applied against anything and anyone since, and this is the problem that I've said with fake news, hate speech, and all this, those are just weaponized words. That's what they are. The problem is there's no definition of what was manifestly unlawful. There is no definition that defines what hate speech is, what fake news is, because once you do that, everybody's held to that standard. That becomes the litmus test. And you're going to see social media, mainstream media, all of your establishment organizations fall prey just as much, if not more, than independent media or opposition groups, because they're doing the exact same thing, only 10 times as much. Says the law against online hate speech failed on its very first day. It should be abolished immediately. Among the tweets deleted was one by AfD lawmaker Beatrix von Storch, criticizing police for tweeting in Arabic, saying they sought to appease the barbaric Muslim rapist hordes of men. Police have since asked prosecutors to investigate her for possible incitement to hatred. Whatever happened to the whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me? Why all of a sudden now, if somebody calls you a name, that you think that somebody's going to come and hit you upside the head with a nail bat now? I mean, that's not the way it's supposed to be. But this is what's happened. We've weaponized words. And this is not the way it's supposed to be. People should be free to express their opinions. And if they can't express their opinions in their thoughts peacefully, then they're going to do it violently. Just as Kennedy said. So when you limit people's ability to protest, they will find another way to do it. It's the same. It all boils down to this. Let's make it real simple for everybody. This is verbal or written prohibition. This is no different than the prohibition of alcohol, the prohibition of marijuana, the prohibition of anything that we think we can keep away and out of people's hands. It will never happen. It will never work, as well-intentioned as you might be. That is the reality. You can give me whatever appeal to emotion you want. But at the end of the day, prohibition does not, nor has it ever worked, not one time, not ever, in the history of mankind. So why do we keep making these idiotic efforts to stifle people's ability to buy or speak whatever they want? Because the control freaks just won't ever stop. They won't ever stop until we stop them. And the only way to stop them is to get this idea that you know what's best for everybody else out of your head, if it's there. The only way to stop it is to embrace live and let live. No victim, no crime. However you want to say it, we have to embrace individual sovereignty. We have to embrace personal responsibility and have mutual respect for each other. If we're ever going to stop this draconian type of prohibition on people, it's stupid. And it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in China, you're in Europe, you're in the Americas, it doesn't matter. Prohibition does not work in any culture, on any continent, on probably any planet. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Hashtag Wake the Flock Up. Email address tdsjoe@comcast.net. Have a great day, everybody.